Hi everyone, this is Rajesh Kumar. Today we'll do practice over MySQL command starting from scratch. So let's start about. So first of all, you need to create a database inside a MySQL. For that one, uh, before that, if you want to see the database list, you have you have to type data so databases. So databases, this is one command which will show how many databases is already created in your MySQL. So these databases are predefined, and we had created this tutorial database in my previous videos. So today we'll create another database so that we will do practice. So I am going to create a database. For that one you need to write create database databases, create database name. So uh, so data create database with its name. Let's say as school. So you want to create a database with the name school. So for that one you need to write create database name, that is school is created. So if you want to write the output for this statement, that is create database name, this is the output, like query okay one row affected in this much of time. So if you want to see the list of database, you have to type show databases. So databases, as you see, school, our database is created successfully. So for entering in this database school, you need to write use database name, that is school. Use school, and our database is changed. So suppose you want to see whether a school database is selected or not. For that one you need to write database select database with the function this one. So our current database is school. So this is about how to create a database, how to enter in a database. Let's start by creating a table inside our database school. So for creating a table, you have to write a syntax with create table, create table. Let's say some let's say our table is create table name. Let's say name is Rajesh, is table name. Or let's say our create table name, let's say inside school there is some subject. Or let's say uh, any table name if you want to. mm, let's say learner, we say learner. Create table name learner, and you need to specify at least one column. So let's say first column is roll number, second which is of type integer. And if you want to specify it as a primary key, you need to write as a primary key roll number. Column name is roll number which is of integer type, and I declare that one as a primary key. Next is next column is name, which is of variable character type, which took 25 characters. And let's say I'm adding one more column, roll number, name. Let's say marks, I want to add marks, which is again integer type. Let's say this is integer. So for integer you need to write integer. So this is how here also you need to write integer, 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 and this one is also integer. So let's say here integer. Our database is created, create table name is learner, which having three rows, roll number, name, and marks, which is integer type. So let's close it and just create it. Our table is finally created here. So if you want to see the description about table, you need to write disk table name. Our in this case learner is our table. So it will describe the description about learner. So in table learner we are having three columns, and for columns in MySQL we pronunciate with the column field attribute with the same names. So here three columns are there: roll number, name and marks, which is of type integer, variable character, int. So this is about description about our table learner. So let's start putting some values inside our table. So if you want to insert some values into our table, so you have to write insert into our table name learner. You have to specify some values with same data type as we have mentioned during the table declaration. So first of all we need to add, suppose our first roll number whose name is, let's say, Anil Kumar, and his marks, let's say we declare marks is out of 100 is 97. Like this we have inserted a value. So if you want to see your table, you can write select star from our table name learner. In this way you can see our data is successfully inserted in our table. So let's insert some more values. Let's say 2 with a name, let's say Vikash Kumar. Let's say name is Vikash Kumar. He got the 87 marks out of 100. And let's add one more value, that third roll number is, let's say Rupesh Kumar. He also got 82 marks. So in this way we have inserted three values in our table. This is the way you can insert some values into a table. So suppose you want to update the marks. Let's say you want to update the marks of the rupees from 82 to 85. So for that one you need to write update table name. In this case table is learner. You have to set the values of marks equal to 85, where you need to specify condition where roll number is equal to 3. This is our condition, and this is how you can successfully update that value. Here you see previously the value of Rupesh Kumar is 82. Now the value has been changed from 82 to 85 by using this update statement. So this is the way you can update any values. So suppose let's add some random value to our table. Let's insert fourth value, let's say fourth value, and let's say any random number. Let's say Vikram Vikram Singh. Any new student got admitted in uh, school, and he also got the admission, but suddenly he depends upon any situation, he got TC from the school. So we need to update the table, and we have to delete that fourth roll number Vikram Singh from our table. So for that one you need to write delete from table name learner. What you need to where roll number is equal to 4, that is Vikram Singh. You have to delete. If you want to verify, here your fourth roll number one is got deleted successfully. So this is the way you can delete any value from your table. Suppose in future you want to add one more column in your uh, previous table. So for that one you can also do by using alter table. Suppose you want to add roll number, name, marks. Suppose you want to add let's say gender, suppose in case. So you can also do alter table. You have to add one column that's name is gender. Let's say gender you want to add, which is of carrier character data type. Character data type, let's say, which is of char data type. Alter table, uh, alter table, you need to specify the table name also. Alter table, table name is learner. Alter table, table name learner. You want to add a column with name gender, which is of having data type character. So this is the way you can add one more. So if you want to see the description of the learner table, you can see it here. One more table is got inserted. So if you want to see the contents of new updated table, you can see through this one. Here gender is created successfully and no data is inserted till now. So in future, suppose you want to delete, let's say before deleting you want to change the, suppose in case uh, you want to change the characteristics of that gender from character to variable character. So for that one you need to write this alter table, table name learner. You want to modify your table, that is column name is gender, from character to where care, which is of let's say 5. Let's, just for explanation purpose, you can do like this way. So you can see the description. Previously it is character type data type, now it is changed to be in variable character. So this is the way you can change the, even add a new column to any row, uh, add a column to your table, and you can even change the data type also. Suppose in future if you want to change, suppose you want to delete so that particular column, you can also do by writing a statement, that is alter table, table name learner. You want to drop that particular column, so you need to mention that column name here. This way that particular column is being dropped. So if you want to see, here you see only 3 columns left. Previously gender is also there. So this is the way you can also drop a column from that particular table. So this is the way you can insert a value, you can update a value, you can delete the data from a table, you can change the columns from a table. This is the way. So let's play with some select statements. So as in my previous video, I have shown many select statements. So let's start for practice purpose from the scratch. So you can do multiplications in MySQL also by using, let's say you want to see 3 plus 4 is what. So you want to know whether 3 is equal to 4 or not. So it will show 0, means it is not true. Let's say you want to know whether 4 is equal to 4 or not. So it will put 1, it means it is true. Let's say you want to know, select whether 3 is greater than 4 or not. So it will say no, 3 is not greater than 4. So let's ask whether 3 is less than 4. Yes, it will put 1. So it is true value. Here in MySQL 1 is represent true and 0 represent false as a logical. So you can also do mathematical things like select. You want to do some calculation. Let's say 3 plus 5 into 4. Else what? This much you get. So this is how you can play with numbers also in MySQL. This is the basic things. So let's see our table, select star from learner. You can see the contents. I think I have written some, yeah, select star from learner. This is the way you can see contents. Suppose you want to see only roll number, that particular column, so you can type select roll number from table learner. This is the way you can see that particular column. So in this way you can type for roll number, you can type anything like name from that particular table. This way you can either see marks also from learner. So suppose you want to see in combination with two columns, you can also do by writing select roll number comma, you want to see the name you from our table name learner. This way you can see. Suppose you want to see the change ordering of, you want to see first name then roll number then marks, you can also do by writing select name then roll number then marks. In this way you can also do marks from learner. This way you can also view the contents of your table. So suppose you want to see distinct marks. Here we are having distinct marks already. Let's insert one value also. Insert into, let's say we insert a duplicate value. Insert into table name learner values. We need to specify, let's say fourth roll number with a name, let's say Jyoti Kumari, let's say Kumari. She is having marks with 85, let's say 85. So this is the way. So suppose you want to see this one, we are having now two same marks. So suppose you want to see distinct marks from our table, you can see by using select name, let's say marks from table name learner. This way suppose you want to see distinct marks, you can also view by using select distinct marks from learner. So you see only 3 rows because 85 shows only one times. It terminates duplicate or redundant value. Distinct keyword will do like this. So you can play many ways by using select statement. Let's say you want to see select, what if marks got added by 40 divided by 2. You can also see select roll number name marks plus 50 divided by 2. Then what will happen, you can also view from learner. This way you can also view what will happen if 50 marks more added divided by 2 in all students. So what will happen? So this is the way you can play with. Suppose you want to see here, suppose roll number this one, suppose name has secured, you want to see some more columns here between has secured this much of marks. You can also type, you can also do by using just write select name then here marks, secured, and just view marks from learner. This way you can also see select name marks secured, select name marks secured from learner. Over here written from learner. This way you can also see. mark secured, this one. This way you can also see. So suppose you want to see the name of the persons who got, suppose, less than 88. So you can see the contents of those students. Select star from our table name learner, where marks is less than, let's say, 88. Who are those students? So this way you can also view. Suppose you want to see the contents of your students who got marks more than 86. So this way you can also view. Suppose you want to see the name of your content students who got less marks less than, let's say, 86, and marks is more than, let's say, 92. Then who are those students? There is no students who got marks less than 86 and greater than 92, because in between there is no student, because it is showing empty set. Suppose we change the value from 92 to, let's say, 45 and less than this much, so we are having two students. You can also do, suppose you want to see the name of the contents from student where marks lies in, let's say, 85. So which student got 85? So this way two students got marks 85. This way you can also view. Suppose you want to see the contents, suppose you remember the names, you can also do by using select star from table name learner, whose, like, here you need to specify condition where your name, where column name, there is a keyword called like. Based on the operators you need to specify. Suppose first name is, starting name is R, then you don't know, only starting name you know, then you need to mention here. This way you can see the name of students whose name starts with R. Suppose you want to see the name of students whose last means end, anywhere R lies. So this is the way, anywhere R came, so either in first or in last or in between. This way you can view the contents of all students or details of all those students whose name is starting, name in their name, R is anywhere in their name. Suppose you want to see their second character, like their second character is Y. So this way first character is anything reserved and second character is Y. So this way you want to see, and remaining characters can be anything. So this way you can also find. Suppose you know, suppose you want to see the last content is R of name. So this way you will see those name of students whose ending letter is R in their name. So these are the students whose ending letter is R in their name. Suppose ending letter is I, then let's see who is, only Jyoti Kumari have last name is I in her name. So suppose you want to see any, like, any column is having null value or not, you can also check. Select star from your table name learner, where, let's say, any, let's say, roll number is null. So whether roll number is null or not, you need to check. There is empty set, it means there is no null value in your column. So here you just change whether roll number is not null. So here it will show all the values. It means there is no null value in our table. So suppose you want to change the ordering of viewing the things, You can also play with these all things. So suppose select star from your table name learner. You need to order, select star from student, order by based on the marks. Based on the marks you need to order your viewing contents. Previously it is showing based on the roll number by default, but here we change the order based on marks. So this way you can do ordering based on any column. Let's say based on name. You can also do based on roll number. You want to see, you can also do roll number. You can also do, if you want to change the ordering of roll number in descending order, you have to type desk extra. So this way you can change the viewing contents of your this. You can see the ordering means you can change the order by contents in combination of more than one columns also. So this way here roll number, disk, and name. This way you can also see, first it will see the roll number whether 4 descending, then it will show in case there is like data clash, suppose 4 then 3 but first two character is JJ, then it will do like ordering based on these characters. So this way you can also see. You can also add one more things like uh, one more combination like roll number, name, then you can see marks also. Based on this you can also select ordering. So this way you can view the contents of select statements. If you want to, let's say, create one more table, create table name testing one with a column name c1 with type int. Let's say I'm just creating it just for showing one thing, how to delete a table. So here you see description of table testing one. This is the description. So if you want to delete a table from your like, let's say, select, you want to delete show tables. Here you see there is two table, learner which I just created and testing which I just now created. This so suppose you want to delete a table, so you can also do it by using a drop table command. Drop table name is testing one. You can do like this way also. So let's see the contents of our tables. So tables, this way only we are having only one table now. This is the way you can do addition, adding a table in a database. And this way, suppose you want to see in which database you are in. So databases, so these are the databases and in which currently database we are. So for that one you need to write select select database, select database. Here we, yeah, select databases, select database, select database, select database we are having in school database. Suppose you want to move to tutorial, you have to write use database name, that is use tutorial, use tutorial. Now database is successfully changed. If you want to verify, select database name, select database. Here now our database is switched from school to tutorial. So this is the way you can play with MySQL command. This is all about basic things. We are doing just now practice what till now I have described in my previous videos. In upcoming videos we will see the advanced version of this MySQL commands. So far now, thanks for watching our video. Hope you are liking our things, and we are expecting more things to add in our playlist. Thanks for everyone watching this video.